I have got a super exciting announcement. I'm hosting a free workshop called Transform Your Inner Dialogue. 5 steps to change how you talk to yourself. And in this workshop, I'm going to teach you meditation and journaling techniques to shift your inner dialogue from self critical to self empowering. By the end of this workshop, you will have the tools and 5 actionable steps to nurture a positive, compassionate, and motivating inner voice. To attend this workshop live, it is going to be October 10th, 2023 at 6 p.m. Pacific time. It's going to be a 60-minute workshop. So you might be wondering, well, is this something that I should attend? How do I know if this is right for me? Well, are you tired of the constant chatter in your mind putting yourself down? Are you feeling held back by self-doubt and self-criticism? Are you ready to embrace a more positive, confident, and empowered version of yourself? If you nodded yes to any of those, this workshop is for you. So you might be wondering, why this workshop? Well, my unique interactive approach ensures that you don't just learn, you experience the transformation. With a blend of education, meditation, journaling, and group discussions, you'll leave the workshop again with 5 actionable steps to continue your journey towards positive self-talk. I really hope that you can join me. Space is limited, so please enroll today if you're interested. Go to www.adriancrowley.com/self-talk workshop, and you can just go there, click on the button that says reserve your spot now. Actually, there's a few buttons: reserve your spot now, join now, register now. Just click on any of them. It'll bring you to that Zoom registration page. The workshop is going to be on Zoom. Throw your information in, get signed up, and we will jam all things positive self-talk, transformation of your inner dialogue. I hope you can join me. Again, that's October 10th, 2023, 6 p.m. Pacific, and it is a 60-minute workshop. I hope to see you there. Hey there, I'm Adrian, your go-to guide on this empowering journey to self-love and authenticity. I've transformed my own struggles into strengths, and now I help others navigate their path to their inner knowing and create personal fulfillment. On this show, we're not shying away from tough conversations. We're diving headfirst into topics like self-worth, overcoming limiting beliefs, challenging societal norms, and creating a life that's not just successful, but truly fulfilling. We're all about blending heartfelt, soul-searching chats with practical, actionable strategies. Think of this podcast as your trusty compass on the path to your most authentic life, mixed with a cozy fireside chat with a dear friend. Ready to uncover your true self and lead a life that's in sync with your deepest desires? You're in the right place, friend. Welcome to the Live Your Truth, Love Your Life podcast. Hey there. Welcome back to Live Your Truth, Love Your Life. I'm Adrian, and today we're treading the waters of uncertainty, a topic I know many of you have been eager to explore. We'll uncover why it can be so intimidating, yet so essential for personal growth. I also just want to mention that I am on the road right now, so I'm recording in a different spot, and it may pick up some crazy noises. I don't really know, but we're going to try and get through this the best that we can. So, what is uncertainty? In simple terms, it's not knowing what's going to happen next. The outcome or the future state are unpredictable or unknown. It's that gut-wrenching feeling of ambiguity about the future, whether it's about a job, a relationship, or just life in general. It's a feeling we've all grappled with. From an evolutionary standpoint, our brains are wired to predict and control. Uncertainty feels like a loss of control. It's the unpredictability that can feel paralyzing. But let's unpack that. Change is the only constant, as they say. We live in a dynamic world where certainty is a luxury, not a guarantee. We get used to feeling certain, so we almost expect it, but truly, we can't really be certain about much. Our need for security often leads us to crave predictability, but the beauty of life is in its unpredictability. Humans inherently like to feel in control. Uncertainty challenges that feeling. Life is inherently uncertain. From personal decisions to global events, we cannot predict every outcome. We often fear what we don't understand or can't predict, which can lead to anxiety. We're living in the age of anxiety, after all, or just that land of future worry. Here's a golden nugget, though. Uncertainty pushes us out of our comfort zone. It's that very discomfort that catalyzes personal growth, creativity, and resilience. If everything were predictable, would we push ourselves? Would we innovate? Probably not. All right, let's get into the heart of the matter. I want to talk actionable strategies for dealing with uncertainty. I've got 6 of them. The first is embrace the present. Ground yourself in the here and now. Engage in mindfulness exercises or simple deep breathing. That will pull you out of that future worry and enable you to get comfortable in that present moment. The second thing is limit exposure. I'm not talking limiting exposure to uncertainty. I'm talking what you expose yourself to as far as what you're consuming. If watching the news or certain activities heighten your sense of uncertainty, set boundaries. Consume what's beneficial for you. The third thing is control the controllables. Identify what's within your control and focus your energy there. Let go of the rest. I know that is super challenging, but truly, you will find peace in knowing what's within your control and what isn't, and letting go of what isn't. The fourth thing is building resilience. Engage in activities that build your mental strength. It could be reading, exercising, or even meditation. Figure out what works for you. The fifth thing is seek support. Talk about what's going on. Talk about your feelings. Sharing a problem sometimes allows you to release some of that anxiety. It's not like you need somebody to solve it for you, but sometimes just talking things through a bit really help you work through that worry that's weighing on you. The sixth thing is practice acceptance. This is absolutely the hardest thing on the list. But sometimes the best strategy is acceptance. Not everything is meant to be controlled or known. Again, I know that's super tough, but if you could get to that point where you can accept things as they are and not try to control everything, not try to understand every outcome, you will find peace in that. When we lean into uncertainty rather than resist it, we open ourselves up to new possibilities. We become students of life, always learning, always growing. Remember, the magic often happens outside our comfort zone. When you lean into uncertainty, you will grow and you will become more resilient. Uncertain situations push us out of our comfort zones, leading to personal growth. If you dive into that uncertain situation, you work through it. Yeah, you'll get out of your comfort zone, but you will grow and you will learn. Also, by embracing uncertainty, we become more adaptable and resilient to change. When you dive into uncertainty, you become more flexible. You have to, because you have to change things on the fly when you don't know what's going to happen, when you can't anticipate the outcome. When you learn to become more comfortable with uncertainty, you'll become better equipped to make decisions in ambiguous situations. I mentioned before, but I spent nearly 12 years in law enforcement. As I moved into leadership, two things became abundantly clear. Some people are willing and able to make decisions in uncertain situations, and some are unwilling to make a decision. They're too uncomfortable. If they don't know what's going to happen, they don't want to be the person that steps up and tells everybody else what to do in that situation. As someone who has made high-stakes, split-second decisions regularly, I can say with certainty that the more you do it, the easier and more reflexive it becomes. You don't need to know the outcome. You learn to trust your knowledge and experience. You'll get it wrong sometimes. I did. But perfection is fake news. It's not real. Things are going to go wrong even when you do everything right. That's just part of life. Leaning into the uncertainty, however, better prepares you to make decisions and take action regardless of how ideal the situation may be. As we wrap up, I urge you all, the next time you're faced with an uncertain situation, pause, breathe, and remember today's episode. There's power, potential, and growth waiting for you on the other side of that uncertain situation. Thank you for joining me today, and until next time, live your truth, love your life. That's it for today's episode, my friends. Thanks so much for joining me on the Live Your Truth, Love Your Life podcast. To get even more out of today's conversation, don't forget to swing by the show notes and download your freebie. Want to keep the conversation going? I'd love to hear what spoke to you most today. Head on over to my Instagram at Live Your Truth, Love Your Life and drop me a comment. I'm always excited to connect and learn more about you. Remember, the journey towards living your truth and loving your life is a rewarding one. New episodes are dropping each Monday and Thursday, and I can't wait for next time. Until then, have a fantastic week.